Hey everyone, I'm Kayla. Today's video is going to be one that was requested. I got a request in the comments to do a video on the transverse lobe. The transverse lobe is kind of a take on the traditional lobe earrings. It is often called the horizontal lobe piercing, and instead of going front and back, it goes from side to side. This piercing is pretty rare, and most piercers I know have not even attempted this one. Like most any other piercing, really depends on the anatomy. Everybody's earlobes are different, and there are attached and detached lobes. It works best on detached lobes, but it can be done on attached lobes. Are you confused yet? So it really depends on your piercer if they are comfortable doing it on your anatomy or not. The pain of the transverse lobe is pretty similar to that of a regular lobe piercing, whereas the lobe is pretty sensitive, but piercing through it is pretty much painless. The transverse lobe healing process is quite a bit longer than the traditional lobe piercing, mostly because it is technically a surface piercing. Instead of going from front to back of the ear, it goes from side to side, like I said earlier, and this means that the placement is a little bit different, and the body has a little bit of a tougher time to heal this. The aftercare process is pretty much similar to any other ear piercing. Obviously, you want to be very careful with it. You want to keep your hands off of it, try not to sleep on it, and clean twice a day, in the morning and at night. There are quite a few different jewelry options that piercers like to use on the transverse lobe. It really depends on the anatomy of your ear, on what type of jewelry they are going to use. A lot of people like doing a curved barbell, a straight barbell. They also like to use PTFE or flexible material, just like the ones that I talked about in my retainer video. In some special cases, piercers will also use a circular barbell or a captive ring. Because this is a surface piercing, it does have a chance of rejection and migration. Obviously, starting out, you are going to have some swelling, so having a longer piece of jewelry is essential. As the swelling gradually decreases, then you'll be able to see a little bit more of the jewelry. But if the jewelry becomes more visible after a few months, then you might have a little bit of migration or even rejection. I would recommend going back to your piercer to get their opinion. Sometimes this can be solved with just a quick jewelry change. And that's all I have for the transverse lobe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!